And I mentioned it regarding the person who used to sell alcohol in his shop. I mentioned that story. I have mentioned that or haven't mentioned that? Okay, well, take that story, inshallah, and document this as well. That story is actually, I met this person 3 years ago. When I met him, I don't know where he is from. When I met him in the Heathrow airport, I was heading for Hajj 3 years ago. And I was with my wife. So this person is smiling to me. I don't know who he is. And then Salaam Alaikum. And then he was telling the person, this one is our Sheikh. I don't know the person. And then he gave me a gift in my hand. And I looked, he gave me, I don't know, 50, 100 pounds, I can't remember. And he's older than me, old. Looks old. It's shy to give him, imagine uncle give me something, I can't just say to take it back. I was really embarrassed. Brother, you can't do this. Please accept it. He said, please accept it from me. I said, okay. I didn't want to. Then I go to make Hajj and I come back. And this person, I see him praying in my masjid. Coming to the Fajr prayer. Now I know. Because he wasn't praying in our masjid. And then I knew that he was living so far away, it takes him this was living 5 miles away from me. So to come to the Fajr, he used to go about half an hour to wake up, to come to our masjid. Half an hour to drive. Driving would say 15 minutes. In the Fajr, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's a long distance. He comes all the way and he prays the Fajr. One day a person approaches me. He says to me, can we just talk about these people who they pray in the first row and even they pray in the Fajr, but they sell alcohol in their shops? I said, what are you talking about? He said, that person who prays with the Fajr, that person? SubhanAllah, I couldn't believe it. That he is selling alcohol in his shop. And that was 2 years ago. So 3 years ago I met him, 2 years ago. So I don't know what is the best way to approach that. When he told me this, it was the following day or 3 days, it was the Khutbah al-Jumu'ah. I don't know how it was in my khutbah I linked that. And in my khutbah I spoke and then I said about how the person, how can he face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if he dies? Where his shop is selling alcohol and it's called halal meat, Abdul halal meat, and then at the same time he's got alcohol in the same shop. And I've seen it. How can you have that? How can a person comes to the prayer and even come to the Fajr prayer? And I don't know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had put into my tongue that day, but I felt that there's something which is maybe, I don't know. I was really happy with myself. When I came down, this person approaches me. And I remember him very, very well. He says to me, is selling alcohol to the kuffar halal or haram? Like this. To the disbelievers. I said, okay, uncle. Is giving prostitutes to the kuffar halal or haram? He said, no. So I said, no, same thing. Because giving prostitutes is the same thing. But it's worse. Because you're giving alcohol, well, they will get a prostitute again. So to give a prostitute, they said, no way. Well, you are giving him worse, which is alcohol. I'm not saying that I didn't mention to him, I know that he got alcohol in the shop. I didn't know even what is a shop. He said, okay. He just said, okay. Then later on I knew that since that day, there's not a single alcohol in his shop. I knew later on, because this year at the Hajj, there was a seminar, and every time we have a seminar, and he was one of the people who was sitting down. I'm giving the seminar on the Hajj, what to do and everything about to do. And he had as well other people coming. There was somebody from the garage man, there was a garage person, he's his friend, and he's, by the way, Bengali. I'll say that because it's not going to be here. Bengali, from Bangladesh. So the Bangladeshi, lots of people as well coming to the seminar, and they went together. And I don't know, after the Hajj is finished about 3-5 days, his son in the Fajr, while I was going to just lead the prayer, and then sometimes when I lead the prayer, I need to revise my last verses when I read in the Fajr. So he came to me while I want to go to the, and I need that time, that moment, I don't know. So he approached me and he was having a smile on his face. I want to talk to you. I said to him, please, last moments, please, after the prayer, no problem. He said, okay. So I lifted it and went to the prayer. After the prayer, I called him. After I finished, called him, tasbihat. He says to me, my father died. Just like that, with a smile. I said, father? Now, I didn't know who's his father. I don't know, can you call? Allah Musta'an. I said, everybody makes dua, Allah, his father died. How he died? He died. See, he died as a Hajj. Where is he buried? He's buried in Baqi al-Gharqat. I didn't know who's he talking about. I don't know who's that person yet. And then he said to me, my father, he said that you have to have a meal in our shop. In his shop is a restaurant. Actually. He said, make the sheikh to eat in our restaurant. I said, okay, I will fulfill it because of your father. Then I wanted to know who's his father. So I made my homework. I asked, you don't know him? He will come to the Fajr. Every single person comes to me except for him. And then that person is about the alcohol. It's him. Then his friends came from the Hajj. I met them. They said to me, just like the uncle told me, this person, just before he died, 2 days before, he said, inshallah, we'll see each other. And they were coming from Mina, heading towards Medina. We're going to finish the Hajj, going to Medina. He said, I don't know if I'm going to meet you there or not. He said these words to my friend. His wife, she's telling her son, and his son telling me. Later I met him, and I said, oh, your father. And then I knew it was his father. He said that he went to the Baqi' the night before the Fajr, the following Fajr he died. The Fajr before that, he went to a janazah in the Fajr and he followed it. After he followed it, he went back because he went to the Hajj with his wife. He told his wife, I booked my place there. He said, whether you like it or not. Like this he said. And his mother is conveying, and I took the words exactly, because I want to document them. Whether you like it or you think it's not really true, I booked my place there. And the following day he dies. And that's his authentic, because there's only one chain between me and him. This is the wife of his. High chain, it's not Ali. High chain. He said, I booked my place, so the following day he dies. And that is why his son, he's smiling. Wallahi, he was smiling. You know, he's happy that he booked his place there. Now he's telling me, since that day, you remember that khutbah? He had not a single alcohol in his shop. His son is telling me, he cleaned everything. And I went to his restaurant. I just had the meal, by the way, last Thursday. I went the meal in his also just to fulfill his wish. And I went there, and I saw in the kitchen, and I saw, mashallah, got nice food. And mashallah, and I could see that, and he was clearing himself from that day. And everybody loved him, even the workers used to love him. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon him. He's got, mashallah, the best place there. What more do you want? In the best of the lands, in Medina, after you fulfill your Hajj. That's a good deed to die upon.